Well, we have a huge showdown on match day 15 over in Serie A. This Saturday, it's Parma who are taking on Lazio. It kicks off at 12 p.m. Eastern. And, we've got you covered on Paramount Plus and big CBS. So you know that this is a really huge game going down this weekend. So let's talk more about this matchup. Let's bring in Parma's Benjamin Cremaschi, who was last on the show during the U20 World Cup. And since then, Benjamin, a lot has happened for you. You did super well in this tournament for the U.S. Then you came back to Parma. You made your Serie A debut. How are you feeling? How have the past couple months been for you? The past 2 months, there's been a lot that's happened.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me again. It's been wild, but it's been good. The U20 World Cup was an amazing experience that we ended up falling short, but super grateful about that, and coming back here to Parma and being able to get my debut and then get some minutes in La Coppa Italia was a top experience, and super happy that I did so. Super happy here, so I just have to keep on training, keep on doing what I feel like I'm doing, and have more opportunities come soon.
Since I have an Italian here with us who can judge your Italian, have you been taking lessons? How has your Italian been going? I got this guy here who can judge whether or not you're on track.
Give it to us.
No, I've gotten better for sure. I could maybe hold a conversation, but no, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm fluent yet. I could understand everything that they say to me. Sometimes I have to tell them to speak a little slower, but I understand everything and speaking it little by little. So we'll get there for sure.
Devi imparare un po' veloci. Okay, you gotta learn a little bit quicker here, all right, Ben? But we'll talk about on the field. But I love the fact that he understands it, right? You'll get that part right.
Let me just say that this is how you're feeling right now learning Italian. I speak Spanish fluently. I struggle against listening to Argentines. So now you know maybe how I feel a little bit when I ask them to speak slower.
So Ben, after that Under-20 World Cup, there were a lot of options for you. Why was Parma the place for you?
Well, I came to Parma before the Under-20 World Cup, but everything was last minute. It was an opportunity that kind of just presented itself at the end of August, at the end of the transfer window. So I felt like I needed this step. I needed to try and see if I have the level to play in a top league in Europe, and I felt like this was a good step. Their project is very young, very young orientated, and nothing. I just felt like it was the right spot. I feel like I'm learning a lot and growing here. So for now, I can't complain about a single thing. I just need to keep on working and get the minutes and the opportunities that I want.
Stay there in the learning part here. You've been now a couple months. You get through that U20 experience. You see sort of the world right after leaving Inter Miami, if you will. And what's the parts of the game right now that you're thinking, okay, these are the first parts I need to work on?
No, I think the first thing that I came to understand here was kind of the speed of play. Obviously, I think it's a little quicker, it's a little more aggressive, and I just needed to adapt myself to that a little more. And then I think tactically they try to focus on defensive shape and offensive transitions and shape and all of that. So I think just get a better understanding of that, and nothing, being aware of everything that happens around me. Try to learn from other players as well. So I think there's a lot of things to learn, and I would like to say I'm a pretty fast learner. So I hope that it could all come quick.
Now, your manager is one of the youngest in Europe's top 5. You also, with Parma, have such a squad that's full of young players. How does all of that play into your experience, being able to play with a young squad such as yourself and also be able to play under a manager that's very young?
Yeah, he's very young, but he's good. He's a good coach. We like what he's trying to do here. And you can see that he really wants to learn, to help. It's his first time coaching, so obviously he's learning as well. But I feel like he's doing everything to do the best of his capability and do his job how he thinks he should. And us young players obviously trusting him, trusting the coach that at the end of the day, he's here to help us, to help us become the best players that we could possibly be in the moment. So obviously for us young players, and we have also obviously some experienced players, we just put our trust in each other, in the staff, and in the club, and that's how we move forward.
Now, I should have asked this before, but Tony, you asked about, what he's really learned, about the things that he wants to continue growing. Do you have any advice for Benjamin, being a young guy over in Europe, about what are some of the things that he can do?
Yeah, look, just soak it all in, right? And you went there to get better and just continue to get better, right? You leave Inter Miami, you go through the U20s, and that's the journey, right, Ben? And we're all excited to see you continue to grow and hopefully one day get yourself into the national team. Speaking of Inter Miami, right, you just saw them on the weekend. Any conversation with any of your old friends? Did you get to watch the game at all? I mean, I was at the game, pretty exciting atmosphere. I imagine you still had a couple of WhatsApp chats going on.
Yeah, of course. I watched the game here at the Parma, and I think it was a very exciting game. Super happy for the owners, for the coach, for all my teammates and my academy guys. Honestly, just everyone's staff, just the entire club. It's a huge accomplishment for everyone, and I think I was super happy that they were able to do it, that they did it. After the game, David Ruiz called me on FaceTime, and they were in the locker room having fun. And I said what's up to a couple of guys, congratulated them. But nothing, super happy that they were able to do it. Happy for Jordi and Busi as well, that they finished their career in that way. So nothing. It was a good feeling to see them lift that trophy up. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, but I'm still happy for them and still happy for the entire club. I guess I'll have to go back in the future and get another one.
That's great.
Sounds like you got to make a trip over here as soon as possible to be able to celebrate with your former team.
No, yeah. I would love to celebrate with them. They're a really good group of guys. I miss them, honestly. But I think it'll be nice, really being there and playing it and winning it, being present. So hopefully in a couple years, when the time comes, I'll have to make some calls, call some of my old teammates and try to run it back. But we'll see about that.
Well, I hope that you remember throughout all of that you were a part of this team this year. So their success this season is also your success. So I hope that you do remind yourself of that. But we're looking forward to the big Parma Lazio game this weekend. So Benjamin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
How do you say goodbye in?
Ciao.
It's just ciao?
Ci vediamo.
Okay.
Ci vediamo. We'll see you.
Easy enough. I can say that. I think you can say that, Benjamin. Ciao.
Ciao, ci amo.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie A, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.